Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Gentle Movement with me, Lindy, and Gowson Goldsmith Estate Trust on the Isle of Lewis. I'd like to welcome you this morning on a horrible, wild, windy day up here to our Gentle Movement session. If you've not done Gentle Movement before, you'll find it very, very relaxing. It's great for your posture, strength, and just to relax you as well, and can be done both seated and standing. And throughout the practice, I'll show you both versions and you can decide what one's best for you. I have a few golden rules for the session. If you find that any of the postures give you any pain or discomfort, either take it down to seated or slightly change what you're doing so that it's not just as intense, or stop entirely. It's fairly gentle. The sessions were developed by Macmillan Cancer initially for patients who were recovering from or going through cancer treatments, and it was discovered and felt that it was a session that would benefit lots and lots of different people. So here we are today, offering it to yourselves. I really just want you to relax and enjoy it and get some exercise on quite a wild day. So as I said, everything can be done both standing and seated. So if you're sitting down, you're sitting at the very edge of your chair here. So your back's not against the back of the chair. Your feet are hip width apart and your shoulders are back, and then relax and your head's up. And if you can draw in your core muscles, so your stomach muscles, so just imagine that you have a string here from your belly button and you're pulling it in, and that's holding in your core. This session's very much about strengthening your core and your balance. And I think you'll feel that, and you can make it as hard or as easy as you want throughout the whole session. We start with a really, really nice self-massage, and again, you can do that standing or seated. I am going to stand, but I have to move my screen a wee bit. Excuse me. So that you can actually see my head. Okay, so again, remembering the posture all the way through and your breathing. It's very important to take nice, big, strong, deep breaths that fill up both your chest and your stomach area. You're going to stand hip width apart. Slightly bend your knees so that your legs are nice and soft, and shoulders back, core engaged. You're going to start with your head. Now you're just massaging your head, and again, as I said, you can do this seated as well. So you're going to massage your head and your face in whatever way you prefer. And this is just to start getting your circulation going and just warming you up a wee bit. My creaky chair. Okay, when you get to the back of your neck, here, you're going to come down your shoulders one at a time. Just pick any side, it doesn't really matter. And you're going to massage down the arm. All the way down to your hand. You can do whatever way you want. Warm up those hands and then come in the inside of your arm. All the way up till you get to your shoulder. And then as you get to your shoulder, you're coming across your collarbone, and then you're going to do exactly the same thing on the other arm. Now everybody finds a slightly different technique to do this, so you don't have to do it exactly as I am. It's just the motion of actually doing some self-massage that you need to be worried about doing. You might even find session to session you do it differently until you find a way that you prefer doing. Oh, Okay. When you get back up to your shoulder, you're going to come to your back as far up as you can go and start massaging your back. And then come down to your hips. Now this is where it's really good to sit down if you're feeling at all unstable, and you're going to massage down your legs, right down until you get to your feet. Over to the instep of your foot, and then come up. And then over to the other side again. The instep of your foot, and then the inside of your thigh until you get up to the top. Okay. Right. So, let me see. Sorry, I'm having to mess about with the screen. I'm still getting used to this. Right. Can you all see me? Yes, you can see my legs. Right. So, we're going to start off with the warm-up activities now that we've done the massage. You might feel a wee bit warmer since you've done that. We're going to start a very gentle warm-up. Bearing in mind if you've got any injuries, any areas that are sore, to take it very easy, and if you feel any pain or discomfort, I want you just to take it back a wee bit or stop it completely. So you're going to start with your head and your neck, and you're going to gently look up and then back down again. It's just a very small movement, and in some cases you'll hardly notice that you're doing it, particularly if you get any neck or shoulder injuries. Just keep doing that movement, looking up to the ceiling and then back down to the floor. We'll do that a couple more times. And last time. And then we're very gently going to look to the side, back to centre, look to the side, back to centre. We'll keep doing that movement. And again, just remember, if you've got any kind of restricted movement there, just to go with what you can do. We'll do that a couple more times. Lovely. Okay, onto our shoulders now. So start with our hands by your sides. Remember to engage that core and relax into it. Now you're going to roll your shoulder backwards. Again, it's not a massive movement. If you feel any crunches, anything sore, just take it really, really small circles. And if you feel comfortable with this, what I want you to do is bring your hand to your shoulder, just to increase that movement slightly. Now, for some of us, this movement is enough, and for others, this is comfortable enough. If you feel that starting to warm up and you're comfortable with it, you can take it wider with a full arm. And again, any crunches, any pops, take it down to this or take it down to this. Okay, over to the next shoulder. Exactly the same. We start with a smaller movement. So you're seeing the three options that you can do when you're doing this warm-up exercise. As you start to feel that shoulder warming up, you can bring your hands up to your shoulder. And again, as we said before, you can do it with just your arm down at your side if you feel that's too sore. If you're starting to get more comfortable and warmer in that shoulder, you can take it a full circle. Now that's where I feel the crunching, so I'm going to stay to this side, this level on this side. Lovely. Okay. Right, I want you to bring your hands here, crunch them up, scrunch them up into fists, hold them tight, and then flip them out. In and out, in and out. Just do that a few times. Do it as fast as you can. Again, that's just to warm up the hands, something that we forget to do quite a lot. And onto the hips next. Feet hip width apart, knees soft, and you're just going to circle those hips. Doesn't need to be a big movement, it can be small. And then we're going to go on to the other side. Then back to the other side again. And opposite side one last time. Lovely. You should be starting to feel warmer now. Okay, I just want you to go from one foot to the other. Tap on your toe if you can. And then lastly, we're going to go on our toes and push our toes into the floor. As far as you can, get that stretch in the soles of your feet. Lovely. Well, you should be feeling a bit warmer now. I'm going to put on a little bit of music for this next section. Okay, we're going to start off with yin and yang. I'm going to demonstrate both seated and stand, and then we'll do each movement for a short while. Okay. So seated, yin and yang is exactly the same as standing. So when you're sitting, you're going to sit at the edge of your seat with your feet hip width apart, engage your core, bring your shoulders back and relax. And your hands are going to start at your stomach. You're going to breathe in, bring your hands round, and as you bring your hands up to the top, you're going to breathe out. So you're breathing in as your hands come round, and out as your hands come down. In and out. If you're going to do this standing, I will keep doing that whether you're doing it seated or standing. And if you feel that part of the way through when you're standing that you need to take it down a bit, have a seat whilst you're doing it. Very much concentrating on your breathing. Try and get those breaths deep and down and into your stomach. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Remember to engage your core whilst you're doing this. And keep those knees nice and soft. We'll do a couple more. And your last one. Okay, shake it all out. Shake your arms and your legs. And what we're going to do is the opposite this time. So again, if you're seated, readjust that position. Reset yourself. Feet hip width apart. Engage your core. Your hands start again at your tummy. And as you breathe in, your hands are going to come up past your face and out and round. So you're doing the opposite of what you were doing there. And this is yang. So you're breathing in and out. In and out. Again, if you're doing it standing, feet hip width apart, knees soft, engage your core. Nice deep breaths in through your nose. And exhale. I keep doing this for a while. Remember to make those breaths nice and deep through your nose. And keep your movement steady, not too fast, and not too exaggeratedly big either. So you can get them nice and flowing. If you're finding this stance too much and your thighs are starting to feel a bit shaky, slightly come up a wee bit, or again have that seat. Okay, do a couple more of these. And your last one. Okay, shake it off. So our next one is called butterfly hands. I'm going to sit down and explain it. Okay. Again, if you're sitting to do this one, it's exactly the same. Edge of your seat, feet hip width apart. And this time, your hands are going to start with your wrists together. So imagine, and this is quite glory, imagine there's a big nail right through both of your wrists. And all you can do is move them like so. Okay. So for butterfly hands, you have to move your hands like this. I want you to try and practice that. Palms of your hands face the floor to start with. And then they come up. And then they face your face. And your wrists don't come apart. I'll show you it from here, if that's easier as well. Practice that for a wee second more. Right. Engage that core. And then bring your hands up to your face, round and above your head, and then back to start again. Up to your face, out and round above your head, back to start. Okay, again, you can either do that seated or standing. If you're doing it standing, remember, soft knees, engage your core, relax your shoulders, hands start at your tummy, and you're breathing in as you bring your hands to your face and up and out as your hands come over. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now, just to make it a wee bit more difficult, As you come round, swap your hands. So swap your wrists over, breathing in and out. And then it's right arm over, breathing in and out, and left arm over. And keep doing that. The music seems to have disappeared. And keep doing that one a wee bit longer. Again, remember what we said earlier in the last exercise about your thighs. If you can feel them burning, just relax that stance a wee bit or take a seat and do the exercise. Just do a couple more of these. And your last one. And relax. Okay, take a drink of water if you need a drink of water with that. Excellent. So you'll have noticed that this is very like Tai Chi, and it was developed from not a martial art, but a practice very much like Tai Chi called Qigong. And it's all about posture, core stability, calmness and relaxation. The next exercise we have is called Heaven and Earth. And again, if you're sitting doing this one, you're going to sit at the edge of your seat and your hands are going to be here at your hips. Okay? Feet are hip width apart and your core is engaged. And you're going to do a really small circle with both your shoulders, bringing them behind you and back. Now, if you see when I'm doing this one, and I'll do it standing now, you've got your feet hip width apart, your knees are soft, your hands are here at your hips, and your movement is really small. But what you should be feeling is that squeeze in your shoulder blades as you squeeze your shoulder blades back in together. Okay? To make sure it's not an exaggerated movement here, I usually say to people to put their thumbs and keep them in contact with your hips the whole time that you're doing this. Okay? So engage your core, feet hip width apart, knees soft. And when you're doing this, make sure you squeeze those shoulder blades back. Feel the effect that gives you. Okay, so you're breathing in and out as your hands come back down. In and out. In. Okay, if you want to make this a bit harder, what you can do is bring your hands up to chest height and back down. So your hands come up to chest height and then you squeeze those shoulders back down and round. Up to chest height, squeeze those shoulders back down and round. Make it nice and soft and flowing. So you're breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. And the last level is to bring your hands up to shoulder height and down and round. Up to shoulder height, down. Okay, I want you to pick what you prefer there. I'm going to go to chest height. Concentrate on your breathing. We'll do this for a minute or so. So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Down. Just a small movement again. You can keep doing whichever one you prefer. Just remember to squeeze those shoulder blades together so you get that effect. Okay, last one. And relax. Okay. Take a drink of water if you need one. And we're going to do our next exercise, which is called Wind on Water. If we start off doing this one seated so everyone can see how we do it. Again, sit on the edge of your seat, feet hip width apart, engage your core and relax your shoulders. I want you to imagine that you've got a small golden ball in your hands here. Keep these fingers soft, don't have them so tight. Nice and relaxed. And you're going to breathe in and open your hands slightly. Breathing in and out. Now, if you have your hands straight, you're going to drop your ball. You're not going to be able to keep a hold of it. So relax your fingers. Imagine that there's a ball in there. Breathing in and out. Now imagine that ball's getting slightly bigger. Breathing in until you get a slightly bigger ball again. Bigger ball. And a bigger ball. Now, you can either stay seated to do this, or if you want to do it standing, it's the same as the rest. Feet hip width apart. Knees soft. Engage your core. Bring your hands together. And we'll very much concentrate on the breathing during this one and keeping those hands soft. So breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Again, if you need to, come up a wee bit, soften those knees, or sit down to do the exercise. Concentrate on that breathing. Feel it making you more calm. Helping you to forget about those worries for the next wee while. Okay, make your ball smaller again until we get to that small ball that we had, that small golden ball. Okay, and relax. Okay, the next one is called opening the gates. So it's a bit of a kind of different one if you are on your chair. I'm going to actually demonstrate it on the couch because I think you might be able to see my feet better. Yes, you can. So the edge of your chair, feet hip width apart, core engaged, shoulders back, and you're just going to start rocking on your seat bones. And you'll see why you need to be at the edge of your chair for this one. Rocking on those seat bones. And then you're going to start to bring your one arm back, and one arm back, and because the arm goes forward. This is a hip opening exercise. So once you get comfortable doing that movement, you're then going to open up your hip as your arm comes back to your hip, and then do the opposite. So your foot comes up. Practicing that. If you're going to do it standing, what I want you to do is your feet are a bit wider than hip width apart, and you're just going to rock from one foot to the other, hands on your hips to start with, Engage your core. Okay, so what I want you to do is bend and up, bend. So you're doing a squat in the middle and up. And then once you've got used to that, instead of bringing the toe up, the heel up, you're going to bring your toe up like that. Your foot back down and do your squat. And then that toe comes up again. Squat. So the foot twists out and the toe comes up. Back down to the front. Squat. You practice that for a wee minute. Nice and slowly, you don't need to do this fast. The more controlled you do it, if you can, the deeper that squat, the more benefit you're going to get out. And if you're engaging that core throughout, you're going to feel a benefit from that. Okay, if you're getting this movement and you want to do more, you can bring in your arms. And then start to think about your breathing. If this is all too much, keep those hands at your hips. And if even that's too much, just go side to side. If your balance isn't in it and you feel more comfortable sitting down, I want you to sit down. And again, do it at your own pace. If this is easier, do this. If you can do more, do more. Okay, a few more moments on this one. Lovely. Okay, come back just to and shake out. So we've opened the gates. We need to close them now, particularly because it's lambing. Right, edge of your seat. Same movement again. So engage your core, feet are hip width apart. And you're going to move. So it's the same movement to start with. Once you're comfortable doing that, when your hand comes to your hip, you always hands to your knee. You're going to tip your knee in as you do your twist. So your knee falls into your other leg and you twist round. Have a few moments practicing that one. Do whatever is most comfortable. Again, if it's this, that's fine. If the hands are too much and you just want to do the knees, that's fine as well. Just do whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to do this exercise standing, feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Okay, hands on your hips to start with. Just stepping in. Okay, we're going to bring that squat in. And as you see, the toe comes round and your knee goes round as well. Down into the squat. It's your heel that lifts off the floor this time. Your hip swivels round and closes rather than opening up like this one. Nice deep squat if you can. Just do what you can. If you feel anything sore, then take it down a notch. Okay? And if you're ready, you can bring your arms in as well. Breathing in. Nice deep squat. Remember, nice and controlled and slow. The more controlled, the more benefit you get from it, and the less likely you are to injure yourself whilst you're doing it, particularly when you're at home and there's no one there to guide you. nice and slow and controlled. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, a couple more on this. You should be starting to feel this on your thighs as well. Lovely. Right back to just tapping your toe. Okay, shake off. Right. The next exercise we're going to do is chi shower. I'm going to do the seated version from here again, because I think it's a wee bit easier, you can see more. This is quite a big exercise, so we're going to do it in stages. Feet are hip width apart, core is engaged. We start with your hands here at your stomach. First part of the exercise, you're breathing in and you're bringing your hands over your head, round by your ears to here, just to the side of your ears, just below them. You feel that in your shoulders, a bit like heaven and earth when we've done that earlier. Then you're going to breathe in again, and then as you breathe out, you're going to bring your hands down your side to your hips. Breathing in again, and as you breathe out, you're going to tip forward. Now, if that's too much, finish here and bring your hands back round to your stomach. If you can tip forward, you're going to tip forward. Bring your hands down as far as you can, and then bring your hands into the inside of your legs and up to your tummy. So we'll try that together. Okay. Get comfortable. Breathing in, bring your head up, your hands up, over your head and round to the side of your ears. Breathing in. Bring your hands down to your hips. Breathing in. Bring your hands down, tipping over, engaging that stomach when you're doing that core. Bring your hands into the inside and up. We'll try that again and do the whole thing. Breathe in. Okay, so if you want to do that seated, I want you just to keep practicing doing that seated. For those that want to do it standing, feet just slightly wider than your hip width apart, core engaged, soft knees, shoulders back. We're going to start with the first part of it again. So you're going to breathe in, bring your hands up and over your head. And out, breathing in to your hips. And then you're going to do a squat. So, if this is your squat to here, that's absolutely fine. If you do this, you're going to fall over. So I want you to only go as far as you can. If your squat can go deep, that's great. But remember to not allow yourself to do anything that gives you pain, particularly, your back, your hips, your knees. We don't want you to be in pain. We want you to enjoy it and get benefit from it. So if we start from here, breathing in. Your squat goes down here, and you bring your hands into the inside of your feet, and then up, and round to your stomach. Okay, breathing in, and out, down, and into your stomach. Okay, we'll do that a few more times. Breathing in. It's quite a deep exercise. You really feel this. And only do as much as you can with this one, because it is quite a strong exercise. Okay, if you're ready, I just want you to shake it out. And just to finish with, I want to do yin and yang again, and then we're going to get into a relaxation. So, feet hip width apart, core engaged. Bring your hands into your stomach, really concentrating on engaging your core and getting nice big deep breaths when you're doing that. We're going to start with yin. Breathing in. Couple more of these. Last one. We're going to go straight into yang now. So keep in that posture. Feet hip width apart, knees soft. Engage your core. Breathing in as you bring your hands above your face, your head, and out as you bring your hands back into your stomach. Couple more on that. Last one. Okay, get yourself comfortable. If you need to put on a jumper or anything to get yourself warm, that's great. Have a drink of water and relax. I'm going to try and get this music back. Okay, get yourself comfortable. Although it's relaxation, I still want you to try and engage your core. I don't want you to sit too far back in your chair. Have your feet flat, so if you breathe in, feel your breath filling up your chest and your stomach. Breathe in. Sometimes it's helpful to put your hands on your stomach so you can feel that rise and fall as you're breathing in and out. So breathe in nice and deeply. Breathe in. Together. Breathe in. And out. 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 Breathe in for the sixth breath. And out. And your seventh. Breathe in. And out. Keep concentrating on that breathing. If your mind wanders elsewhere, that's fine, let it. And then bring yourself back to concentrating on your breathing. And once again, count for 7 strong, deep breaths. I'll let you do this on your own. If you finish those 7 breaths, if you want to start to bring your focus back to your hands, Moving your hands and your feet. Roll your shoulders and your wrists. Wiggle your toes. Deep breath in and out. And that's us for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did and felt like you got a good workout from it. I'm not going to go straight away in case anybody's got any questions. I can type them in the comments and I'll try and answer them for you as best I can. If you're watching on a TV and that's not as easy to do, if you want to even send us some messages on social media, then you can do that as well, and we'll try and answer those questions as best we can. We'll be back, or I'll be back again next Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. And I hope you can join in and let your family and friends know as well. It's a very adaptable session for anyone to join in. Adults, children, grannies, grandpas, anybody at all can join in and enjoy it. I'm sure you enjoyed it yourself today. So thanks very much, and we'll hopefully see you next week. I'll wait and see if there's any questions. No questions as yet. So I am going to take it that if you want to ask me anything, you're going to do that through social media or an email, which is absolutely perfect. And I'll see you all next week. Bye. Thank you.